The 2024 presidential candidate, Nikki Haley, sharply critical of her Republican challengers in a new leaked memo. I'm going to read part of it for you. Here we go. She says Trump will just be more drama in the future and says DeSantis isn't ready for prime time. There you go. That's part of what she said. Look who's here. In New York, no less. Congressman Byron Donalds, Republican from the great state of Florida, who represents me in my house in Florida. Greetings. Good to see you there, Congressman. Good to see you.
Good seeing you.
Wait a second. You have officially endorsed Donald Trump. Why not DeSantis? He's your governor.
Well, look, Governor DeSantis has been tremendous. It's really not a slight about him. It's about where the country is today. Look at, you just played it in the last segment. Look at what's happening around the globe. You have China on the move in our own hemisphere. You have them negotiating a new way to transact for oil around our dollar. You need a president who's going to be able to step in day one and get the country from a foreign policy perspective back on track. Not to mention what's happening at the border, what's happening in the various agencies, weaponization against the American people, getting our budget under control, getting inflation under control. The next president's got to hit the ground day one, be effective, know exactly what to do. There's one person who knows how to do that. It's Donald Trump. Listen, he's doing the job. He did the job better than the current guy doing the job.
Have you heard from DeSantis about this?
No, we haven't talked, actually.
Is that deliberate?
No, I don't think so. It's not deliberate. I mean, look, everybody's busy, schedules are in conflict. But at the end of the day, I made a decision that I think is in the best interest of the country. And, and I wish the governor well. He has done a tremendous job for our state. There's no doubt about that. I think it's 48% of voters want Trump to step aside. That's what they said after he was indicted. That's nearly half the population step aside. Does that bother you? No, not really, because, look, the first step is you have to get through the Republican nominating process. That's step one. Step two, when it comes to a decision between, I guess, Joe Biden, if he's not rolling eggs or whatever he said the other day. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, between that and Donald Trump, the question for the American people is very clear. Who did the job better? And it is without question, Donald Trump did a significantly better job as president, as the commander-in-chief.
But some people don't like him, his persona, the insults that he flings around, his language. They don't like that. They don't want that back. That's some people.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, but look, I'm not in the business of liking how you talk about this person or what insult you might fling. I want results. I'm a results-oriented person. I'm a solutions-oriented person. Give me the guy who is tough and gruff, but gets the job done. Period.
You got a lot of people in this audience who are cheering you on right now. That's a fact. But what are you doing in New York? As I said, as you walked on, this is the belly of the beast. This is New York City. What are you doing here?
Well, actually, there's an NFT conference I'm speaking at.
NFT?
NFT, non-fungible tokens. You heard of those things?
I have heard of them, Byron. Yes, I have. I've tended to dismiss them.
All right.
What are you doing with NFTs?
Well, look, it's one of those things, being of House Financial Services, what I'm trying to do is provide, my insight from a legislative perspective to various parts of our financial economy. NFTs, whatever the future holds for them, is going to be some part of the financial system. So I think it's important for them, and they wanted to hear from me my thoughts. And so
NFTs are definitely going to be some part of the financial system?
I don't rule anything out, because the one thing we all realize is none of us really know exactly how the future is going to play out. People told us 14 years ago that they were going to stop too big to fail, and look what's happened. The big banks actually got bigger. So I don't rule things out. What I want to have is an economy where everybody can come in and then let the market decide if they survive and thrive or they fail and die on the vine.
Well, welcome to New York. It's a pleasure to have you here. I don't expect you back anytime soon, but have a good time while you're here, Byron. Thank you very much indeed.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot, man. All right.